Hello, everybody. Welcome to Community Coaching. My name is Kala, and I'm joined by my friend here at Blue Thing. How's it going?
Hey man, it's going pretty good.
Excellent. All right, so do you want to give a little bit of a background on what rank you are, what your mains are? Give us all the information we need before heading into this replay.
Yeah, so I've been playing HOTS like on and off pretty much since Alpha or Beta. Mostly an assassin player, but I flex to a couple supports. But my picks for assassins are like Jaina, Greymane, Gul'dan, the main ones. And I'm currently Silver 3. Although this replay, I had just played, so I was still, getting back into it, figuring out what they changed in the game, stuff like that.
Okay. Okay, sounds good. Only real things for you to watch out for this game. Here, just one sec, just changing audio levels real quick. The only real thing for you to watch out for this game is this right here, this Nova and Butcher. Honestly, those are pretty much the two biggest factors. Once you get to Ice Block, things will get much easier for you, but this looks like a wave clear game. Rotate with your team. You have offlaners. Your main job is just try to stack up and get your Ice Block as early as possible. I'm going to pay attention to your build here. Fingers of Frost is good.
Yeah, I wanted to preface by asking a little bit, I think what I mainly want to get out of this is see how much I can squeeze out of my hero, because I looked at their draft and I was like, oh, I should play really safe this game. And I think at times I feel like I ended up just using my abilities to hit as many people as I could rather than trying to actually kill somebody, I guess.
Okay.
I also I was rotating with my team a lot, which is good, but I also forgot about the orb, so I didn't get the quest as quickly as I should have.
Okay. That is a big problem. That is something that you definitely have to focus on. It's one of your most it's one of the most important things about early game, especially if you're selecting this talent.
Yeah.
Let's just have a look here. They're all grouped mid. Sticking with your team's a good thing. Your Dehaka's already bottom lane. Honestly, in this situation, yeah, you just shark out, look for a Q. When they push in, you just drop your Blizzard down on the minion wave. Stepping in this far already, you're too far up. Your positioning should be on this backside here. Just right here. Don't need to go in. Watch out for the toads. It's pretty much it. Even stepping in this far is too far because you have access to all these heroes without stepping in this far. So you walk in, you get the Blizzard pretty deep. Right there, you should walk up seeing the zombie wall, but you walk in for the E, and then you get stuck by this. It's just free damage for them and a free kill. So that one was just positioning.
Yeah.
Okay, no big deal though. Kill level 1 is pretty meaningless as long as no experience is lost. That's good dodge. Yeah, and just follow in like that. Honestly, that's all you really need to do. It sucks that it's on a Murden. Obviously, he's going to be healing up, but this is pretty much your job. Just top, mid, over and over. Stack up, grab your globes. And you guys trade 1 for 1. Need to step in. Pick this up.
Yeah, so I can posture a little more aggressively when the Butcher's down, right?
Yep. Like even right here, you didn't have to back away there. This guy's at 25% health. This guy's at 35% health, and you walked away, and you hit him right here. Yeah, you died. Oh my gosh, no way. Yeah, so it did make him survive. Watch. This one's just, yeah. They're super low at this point. You should absolutely walk in here. It's crazy that Uther walks back in so far.
Yeah, after the first death, I was just playing a lot more cautious.
Yeah. You probably don't see that Nova's up there either. But yeah, right here when you walk back away after you get the slow, because that could have been one auto attack in there, and then you get your E plus W, and that one auto attack would have made the difference. But now the minion wave's in such a bad spot. That sucks. She's actually just... Yeah, you can Q her. Oh, nice try.
Yeah, I was like, oh, she's being stupid.
Okay, so you got a DC as well. That's pretty rough. Oh, Butcher DC'd. Never mind. Okay, I was going to say this give you a hard time for missing soak, but it's false head came down and caught it. And like right away after these exchanges, just because of the nature of the composition you're up against, just make sure you're mounting up.
Yeah.
You're just like
Gotcha.
right here. It's like if you don't get this Q, which at this point I think you assume, yeah, exactly, back away. Just Z, then Shift Z. Do you do that?
What does the Shift Z do?
It cues movement. So if you hit your Z key and then you hit Shift Z, it will move you in the direction.
Now this is my environment.
Sorry, Shift right click.
Happy subiversary.
Oh yeah, the Shift right click. Yeah, that makes
Sorry,
sense.
I didn't mean to say Shift Z. Yeah, Shift right click. It cues up a movement as soon as your mount is done, and then you move in that direction. And even here, you could just drop a single blizzard on the minion wave to start generating some wave advantage, because they don't have a lot of wave clear. They've basically just got this Nazebo. In just one sec, I have so many notifications going off. You guys, thank you so much for everything. Fred the Fish, 5-month resub, and TT Porky, 4-month resub. You guys, I'll go over this after the replay, but thank you guys. Yeah, drop your blizzard here. Just clear out the waves, step up, grab the gems, and then you guys can rotate top, because winning in wave clear wins you games in silver. I mean, it wins you games in master and grandmaster as well, but... And here you're chasing in pretty far without your teammates available.
Yeah, I thought I'd run the other way.
Yeah, got the auto attacks this time. Yeah, if you think he's gonna run away, just let him get. I totally understand the like you kind of thinking ahead, and that's really, really good. It's indicative of a good player. It's just you have to be more patient, because let's say for the idea, okay, so you Q downwards, it's at the Nova clone. Q should have gone on to Uther at this point, but right here, you're missing all these auto attacks. So it's basically like you need to weave in these A clicks in between everything, because there's, I'll show you. None of this matters. So an auto attack here, you can auto attack while walking away. Auto attack there, plus the Q should go into Uther. Auto attack there. Auto attack here. Auto attack here. And what you do is you just wait for Uther to get to the point in his health pool where he has to walk away. He has to walk away or else he dies. And if it's this way, you blizzard that way. If he has to walk this way, then you blizzard this corner. Your idea to blizzard here is smart. It just comes at the wrong time.
Okay.
And here's another auto attack. Step in, another auto attack. There was about 6 or 7 auto attacks missed in that exchange. And that's big damage that can really, really help you increase your damage numbers in games.
Okay.
Turn in. And here too, just mount up, run away, because we're doing everything dismounted. Here too, just drop the big old blizzard right on this wave. This is a huge blizzard. We gotta think about abilities as how much value we get out of them. And you know, sometimes I'll drop a blizzard, and I'm sure you will as well, for 3 minions.
Yeah.
Look at this one, man. This is a huge blizzard. The value you get out of this blizzard is insane when it comes to wave play.
I think my rationale here was that I'm like, oh, I knew that they're coming on us soon, and I also was just telling myself that I should blizzard less on waves, because sometimes I found myself using it too quickly.
Yeah.
So I was trying to save it more for, like, especially because they were all posturing there, I knew I should save it at that point, I guess.
There is nowhere I'd rather be but here for silver, coaching with you in chat to kids and
because, like, it didn't turn into engagement, but I feel like it definitely could have.
Yeah, you know what? You're totally right. It very well could have. I don't think you know that Nazebo's back, and if they did fight, they'd be fighting into a 3v4. Your Tyrael is, you know, right in mid lane, and he's showing on the minion wave coming up. So I don't think you know that Nazebo's back. So I can totally understand that rationale. Absolutely understand.
Okay.
My sub message is really loud. Okay, I can turn it down. And be careful about walking into his toads.
Yeah.
Because this is something that's very reasonable for you to dodge. Pretty much no matter what your skill level is as a player, it should be pretty tough getting hit by these toads. So like right there, you walk into them. So just be careful about that because he's Pandemic, which is the regular build for Nazeebo, and he wants to stack up his toads on enemy heroes.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. It's a good opportunity to snowball your guys' advantage because they have 0 wave clear. They built a kill comp and really didn't get a lot out of it. I prefer spider build over toad build, to be honest. Fair enough. I personally really like toad build. Especially, like, you get late game with toad build, it's so insane. And your toads are so low mana cost compared to the spiders. I think. Hold on, I gotta look at this now. 50 mana, 30 mana, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry, I'll pay attention to this. So that's good damage. And here you can just be throwing in some Qs. Where are we? Yeah. Right here. Yep. So right here you throw in a Q. You step in really far a lot of the time. Do you use A click?
I don't.
Okay.
I stutter. I just right click stutter step usually.
And I can tell. Because like right there, your character never walks in that far. Even Blizzard, like you don't have to be that close to Blizzard. Your Blizzard range is larger than this. But watch, I'll show you exactly what I mean. I can prove that. That's why I asked you the question, because it doesn't look like you do. It looks like you walk in too far and miss your right clicks a lot. Like watch, right here, you're walking in to right click on them, but do you see this? These are green marks. These aren't you right clicking on the hero. These are you clicking on the ground instead. So it puts yourself in really bad positioning. So I'm gonna back this one up again to show you what the difference would look like. It'll change your game, my guy. I'm not even kidding you.
Okay.
So if you're here and you're A-clicking in, yeah, you might be hitting some minions, but you still stay in this area instead. This is the first thing, which is pretty important. Second thing, right here. If you A-click right over here, you're auto-attacking from here. And you never, ever move in past this. Even here, you can stand here and now auto-attack the Uther and throw your Qs in. But the difference is you should be here if you're A-clicking, but your character ends up there.
Okay.
Which is a sizable difference in positioning, and that sort of positioning will get you killed frequently.
Okay.
I personally suggest the first thing that you work on moving forward is getting used to using the A-click option.
So is that pretty much just to weave in those extra auto attacks, or like, because if you're AA clicking, aren't you kind of like letting the AI a little bit do the pathfinding for you? Because I feel like just right clicking on the ground gives you that precision of where exactly you want to go.
Yeah, good question. Your A click attacks the target nearest to your cursor. So even if you were right clicking near the target that you're trying to attack, your hero will only ever walk to the point where they can initiate an auto attack on the target that is near the cursor. So you still get, like in this situation exactly, you were right clicking towards them but missing your right clicks on the hero, so your character was getting mispositioned. Hey?
Oh, I wasn't actually trying to right click on them. I do this thing usually where I just step forward, Q, and then step back. So it wasn't really me missing auto attacks.
Okay. Well, that's just another thing then, because you don't want to step in that close pretty much ever.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And yeah, people in chat are saying it's an option to turn on for your auto attacks. And it's something that I would suggest for people that really don't want to use A-Click, but I think A-Click is like one of the best things in this game, because you can turn on this thing, it's called attack move target point, where it makes your A-Click attack the closest target to your cursor instead of A-Click, which makes your auto attack the target that's closest to your hero. And I personally don't like attack move target point, but yeah, it's all preference, but I do think that you should be using A-Click for sure. It really, really helps you in like situations where you're trying to kite away, or situations where you just know you want to get in damage, but you can't risk mispositioning, because even like a quarter second of mispositioning means that they get an engage on you. Stuff like that. Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
So like even here, no Stormbolt, you're under no threat. You can very easily hit a E onto this Murden, drop a W on, or sorry, a W and an E onto this Murden right here, and kind of walk in and auto attack him. There's 1, 2 auto attacks. You can follow in a bit, throw another Q at him, and just do a little bit more to pressure out your opponents like this. So this is good. You walk in, good combo, smash your Q basically. Get in auto attacks because you're missing them over and over and over. There should be like 5 auto attacks right there. Jaina's auto attack right now does 85 damage against 0 armor. It's just straight up 85 damage, and if you're getting 5 or 6 of those into a little fight rotation, it is so much more damage than you would otherwise get. There's this weird misconception about Heroes of the Storm where, because other MOBAs sometimes weaving in like every single auto attack isn't always the best option. Your auto attacks are really important in other MOBAs too, but it's so big in HOTS. Mages auto attacks hit hard in HOTS.
Oh yeah.
Alright, you decide to go ring this game. Here I would definitely be going Water Elemental.
Yeah. Would you just slap it on the Nova or the Uther?
Yeah, basically anyone. Uther, he's got burst healing, and he heals extra on CC'd targets. Like hard CC'd targets, so I would definitely be going you just need to survive against this BS, man. Like that's really it. And you have so much kiting potential. If this Butcher goes in on anyone, you can just drop the Ellie on him and he literally cannot move his hero for like ever. And same with Nova. If you catch her with like a Q and you just drop your Ellie on her and then you kite in with the Ellie, like she's in a lot of trouble. You can also use it to block her snipes.
Yeah. They actually don't target me that much this game, which is nice. I don't think I die again.
And you don't have any other hero on your team that promotes the synergy of Ring of Frost? Like you have no other hard CC? Oh, I guess Judgment, but you probably didn't even notice it was Judgment when you locked it in.
No, yeah.
Because I would assume it's Sanct, especially against this. Alright, do you have tap here? Nope. Okay, you basically have no mana at this point, so I would honestly just back. You can get this globe maybe, but you've pretty much got nothing. You can't even follow up with your own ring.
Yeah.
You guys have bot clear, mid clear for the most part. You should have backed beforehand, and then you just kind of threw out your ring there. Wasted time, or wasted your resources.
Gotcha, okay.
And one big thing you can do if you're having troubles with mana is pretty much like never use your E to clear minion waves. Your W, I know it's 90 mana, but E actually, even though it's 40, and it does quite a bit of damage. It is. Like your W is as well, but at least it hits like everything multiple times with Frostbite.
Okay.
And I noticed that really started helping me as soon as all I did was just drop a single W, because I used to like WE fast clear minion waves, and I'm like, maybe I should just switch it up. and it has really helped me.
Gotcha. Okay. Keep in mind.
Just for some clarification, Talari, when I say A click, do you mean rebinding the A button to right click? No. It's your A. If you click A on the ground, it's like an attack move function. It's built into Heroes of the Storm. So when you're kiting, it's right click to move, A to attack. Right click to move, A to attack. Right click to move, A to attack. I have a stutter stepping video that I put on Blizzard's YouTube channel. I think if you type in ! stutter step, it works. It might not. I'm not sure. I can make it a command though. I explain everything in that video. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, so like right there, just be more confident in yourself because this is like a solo blow up right here.
Okay.
This guy's insane. Yeah, when you see this, just drop a W in this area and then just EQ him and walk in. You hit the auto attack, you get the Q, gets the slow onto him. And he dies anyways, but still, that should have been your kill. Oh my gosh. Hey, I like how frequently you group up with your teammates. I think it's really important. Yeah. Sorry?
This team played really well.
Yeah. It's also just important against what they have because their comp just like picks off straggling rats all throughout the map.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So Butcher. It's smart that you did it. And even here, like, you pay more attention to your teammates too, because like, watch this. If you are here as Jaina, you guys are just all inning on this. You haven't dropped off your mount to use any abilities. You're just like sitting here auto attacking this. You're not actually like inputting anything difficult mechanically. Pay attention to your front line, because watch, as soon as this hits, boom. That stun comes out. You should actually just be walking in this area to see what you can do against this Murden. Drag lands. This should be an instant WEQ combo. You can drop your Icy Veins and one-shot this guy.
Yeah.
Chase in. Okay. And you'd be here at this moment. Drop a ring too. Yeah, okay, so you lock in Icy Veins. Here we go. Just ring right here. Right there. See, yeah, you're playing too safe here, man. You got to just force in here and... This is
gotcha.
Such a good choke point. You guys are 13 and they're fighting you. So yeah, you should absolutely be up here with your teammates pushing in. They have no reasonable way of getting onto you. You have Divine Palm, you have the talent tier advantage. You have Ice Block at this point. Oh, so close. Yeah, this is a big ring if you're standing up here.
Gotcha, okay. Posture a little more aggressively.
And you can chase in. Oh boy, I would one-shot this guy. Yeah, you drop Icy Veins. I have to see this ring. You have to ring her on her triple tap. This is insane. Please do it. Oh, that's... Wait, what?
The real one's in the back, yeah.
No, wait, 1 second. Oh, I paused it at a weird time. I paused it at a time where this laser was going through and it looked like... Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I knew the real one was far away, so I was just getting some cover for my teammates.
Yeah. You get this ring, you get everything off this. You just chase in and spam Q.
Yep.
It's good, and this guy should die too. Just hit him with a W here. E. Oh. Cool. Now you can play even more aggressively because you have your ice block. I got a comment in chat and I actually agree with it, and I noticed this with another Jaina that I did a replay with the other day, where you guys don't seem to be used to the cooldown reduction that that Icy Veins provides. When you land a Q with Icy Veins up on a chilled target and you have Q build, it's literally like a I think it's like a less than a 1 second cooldown. I don't actually know exactly what it is, but you actually have to mash the Q button over and over.
Gotcha. Okay, keep that in mind. Spam it out more.
Is orb walking the same as stutter stepping? Orb walking is Dota's version of stutter stepping, or like the Warcraft 3 version.
Totally different thing. Yeah.
Okay, this guy just runs it in. Sam account, I've heard people liking that setup, but I personally would never do that. I like the Sorry?
If I can like stutter step pretty accurately, is it worth learning A click still?
Yes. Because what happens if you miss a single click? Then you all of a sudden walk your hero in like 3 or 4 steps and now you're dead.
Yeah, okay.
In team fights, there will be a lot of times where I will, like, let's say you're Jaina and there's a Murden that jumps onto you, but you slow him and you're kind of kiting around, but there's also like a Lunara right here, okay? So Murden right here, Lunara right here. Lunara target that you want to hit over the Murden because Lunara's in your range. I will quite often just right-click the Lunara, not A-click, because if I A-click, obviously I'm going to hit Murden, and if I miss, then I will hit A immediately instead of just like hoping to hit right-click and hoping that my positioning gets fixed. Because I would rather send one auto attack onto Murden than die by walking too close into Lunara.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, I definitely think it's something that everyone should be using. Is there a way to have your auto attacks on quick cast and all your other abilities on normal cast? Yes, there is. In the key binding section. Hotkeys, you go into quick cast settings, and there's move and basic attack. You can switch it from global setting to on release, or off, and then everything else changes. If you want your normal to be quick cast or not quick cast, you turn your global setting to off, and then you would change this to on. Okay, well, I think this butcher's trolling.
Is it still a bot?
No, I believe it said that he reconnected. I don't understand why your whole team's just like backing off of this.
Yeah, I don't know why the follow-up wasn't there, but yeah.
Yeah, now you have. Oh no, dude, that gust.
Yeah.
That ruined our whole day. Okay, what are our cooldowns? Can't really blame you for any of this. Okay, you pop icy, you walk back in. Okay. Good. Now just chase in, mash your Q. See, Q's already back up. Like, it's so crazy.
Yeah, it's super quick. Notice.
You hit him with a E. Like, even this. This should be a kill. You should just E in this direction to get the slow for free.
Okay, yeah, he's like no mana.
And even so, like, there's 4 of you and 2 of them showing down here. Like, most of the time you always want to lead with your W so that you get the most amount of damage. But when somebody steps up to you like this and you just need a fast slow, just walk up and E him, like, right there. Yeah. I mean, technically...
I think it also helps you just start getting the cooldown reduction on Q, right?
Yep. Yeah, most of the time you do want to open with W, which you have been doing. Okay, well that was a double keep play. Wait a second. We have a question here.
Yeah, this is a little silly.
Okay, this is good. I have a question about Jaina here in our chat. Even with armor reduction, you'd still want to lead with your W. Right now, look at this. 277 damage is the first bit of damage. 488 is the second. So the only thing you're going to lose out on is 25% increased damage on 277, whereas you get constant Q resets. Otherwise, if you start with the W and then like all you... Hold on. How do I explain this best? If you lead with E... no, I guess technically it's just better to lead with E. Because then you, if you have 16 talent leading with E, then you get 2 on W probably, and a Q. So it's 225% on 277. Whereas if you don't, it is... No, it's better. It's better. No, it's not better to lead with E. No, it's not. Because you get 50% increased damage on 488, whereas 25% increased damage on 277. It's way better to lead with your W. Start off, get W, get the chill, then E. Then your E hits for, right now, like almost 700 damage. They're not root on E, it's Northern Exposure. And then you get a Q and a W tick off of the Northern Exposure. And you get the extra damage from Cone of Cold. It's better. It's straight up better. I can prove it in a replay after. Or in try mode. Any replays after this one? 3 more. Okay. Yeah, I agree. So, yeah, people are basically just saying exactly what we went over, that you're just missing kill opportunities by not leading with E, and I agree. And yeah, we showed you that opportunity onto the Nazebo in mid. Yeah. I completely agree. Sometimes you just have to spend the E, even though technically it means that your damage is reduced by doing it, just to get that instant slow to follow up. Because your Q build, if you just get a free E on somebody, they're dead. You can run them down.
Yeah, I'm just trying to play safe pretty much.
I'd be just looking for a ring combo. Okay, I already hear it.
That was really unfortunate.
You never follow up, or not never, but you need to follow up your rings with your Blizzard as well.
Yeah. I think I was just full abort because I noticed my team wasn't super with me. I was like, oh, Butcher's like about to collapse on me.
I honestly feel like throwing it in this area would have been better, but yeah. If you step in here and hit it like an E, oh, you don't have your W. You ring without your W even being up, so that's actually bad.
Okay.
Okay, W goes down again. Let's just gotta disengage.
Just don't defend that boss well.
Yeah, they've got Nazebo, Butcher. Okay, you hit the Q, you have resets, and you have a tank, basically full HP, and your Falstad here. You should definitely be looking up. Yeah, try to get another Q. So you walked away a little bit, but at least you walked back in to get it, forced out his jump. That was good.
Yeah, I didn't think the Hawk was ready to fight.
Okay, you guys are pretty far away from turn-in.
I think we're just trying to slip up to 20.
Yeah. Grabbing your camp can help. And honestly, like, they're just going to be split across the map the entire game. Should be a pretty easy closeout. You just have to wait for them to show off of one of these side lanes and then just go and invade and play aggressively somewhere else.
Yeah.
It's kind of the general strategy here. Yeah, you guys are well ahead until level 20, so just gotta play with your team. Don't get picked off by Nova. You haven't had to ice block all game, so that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, right here. Even though you guys aren't 19, like, this is still, I think, a fight that would be reasonable to take. Like, they are so caught out. You have spell armor right on the left side. Like, your minion wave's pushing in top. Most of the time, like, it can be pretty sketchy to take fights like this, but this looks actually pretty dang good. But you walk in real far. Okay, you wait for this engage. Ring to follow up. Where's... Okay, I'm judging you. Judging you super hard right now. And this is why, my friend.
Oh, yeah.
So you get this ring, this beauty ring. Like, it really is. Your W in the right place, but pop this Icy Veins, like, immediately. And then just mash your face on your keyboard, hit Q over and over in this direction. It's going to splash in.
Okay. Can I pop Icy Veins after I use the cooldown?
Yeah.
Okay.
It makes her cooldowns recharge 200% faster.
Okay, gotcha.
Technically speaking, you want to pop it right before using your abilities because you get the mana cost reduction.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's definitely coming out way too slow there. It should be like, as you get that ring and you're like, yep, this is my PogChamp ring, it's 2WEQ.
Yeah.
Okay, that's game. Nice ring. You can afford to play so much more aggressively throughout these games, especially when you... Wait, sorry. Discord sometimes breaks when I exit out a replay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. How about now?
Yeah, you're still good.
Excellent. Yeah, you can afford to play a lot more aggressively in those games, and hopefully me showing you some of those moments really helped. Especially once you completed your ice block in timely fashion, so you were able to play even more aggressively, see if they're going to engage on you or catch you in a shitty spot, and then you can just ice block it and continue on with the fight. Aside from that, you really have to work on weaving in those auto attacks, mounting up faster. You can be a little less conservative when it comes to using your Blizzard onto the minion wave, but then just watch out for the E's to follow it up. But aside from that, like, you played pretty well. You just need more auto attacks, faster use of your Icy Veins, that sort of stuff. Just being maybe...
I'm just
sorry?
not used to ice block being baseline.
Fair enough. What were we...
Just talk about a little about like when to pick which level 1 talents, by the way, because that's the tier I always think about the most.
Yep. Nobody judged me on my 20. It was just for the memes. Your level 1 talent, I would say most of the time it's Fingers of Frost. Aside from that, if you are playing against like a Garrosh Greymane blow-up style comp, and you really think that the increased chill duration is going to help you kite, you can very well go this, but this is super rare. Aside from that, if you're against a comp where you need to poke their backline and that's pretty much it, like, you can justify going Winter's Reach against the likes of maybe like a Chromie or a style of comp that's built on like what's it called, the Volskaya, or against a Sergeant Hammer. This is really good in those situations.
Okay.
Especially against Sergeant Hammer.
Are there any maps where you wouldn't pick Fingers of Frost?
Maps specifically? No. Honestly, it should just be, it's always a safe go-to. It's never a bad talent. And yeah, and there's actually a good comment there by Zach, a very good comment, and I should have mentioned that. But if you don't go Fingers of Frost, a lot of the time, instead of going the Pierce, you can go Arcane Intellect. Unless maybe you have like a Malfurion and you are concerned about, or not concerned about mana because of the Innervates. Yeah, because
Gotcha.
you'll have issues with mana. But what were we talking about? Saying, okay, so EWQ. And 2 auto attacks. Total damage 2967. 1 second. Actually, I'm just going to EWQ, no auto attacks. 2956. Aha! Told you guys. Think I'm gonna lie to you. Why W before the Q? Because you want to get your Q onto a chilled target so that you have the cooldown reset from your level 7. You W first, and because it's your lowest damage ability, you want those Qs reset, and you want your lowest damage chill ability to get off first so that your next abilities, which are higher damage, gets the additional damage from Frostbite. How much of the W do you expect to catch them with the combo? 1, best case Ontario 2.